But look, one individual who embodies all of the masculine traits that are hated by the left is, of course, former US President Donald Trump. Now, I see you've received another little letter from Trump in the mail. Do you get the feeling that he is a serious contender to be the next US president? If so, will that shake up our Australian politics just a little bit?
Well, look, is he a serious contender? Absolutely he is. He is the only contender, in my opinion. I mean, we've got President Biden in the White House now that the guy can't even string two words together. The guy can't even put one foot in front of the other and walk in a straight line. And the guy can't go up or downstairs. And you're telling me that this is the man who's running the United States today. He's obviously not the one who's running the United States. You know who's running it? The deep state's running it. The people behind the scenes that pull the strings. But that's a whole different story. But yes, you know, I have written to Donald Trump in the past, and Donald Trump has written back. Donald Trump, he is the only man that can lead the United States. And people will often say to me, why do you care what happens in America? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Australia is only some years behind America. Whatever happens in the United States will eventually happen here. So it is in our interest to have a strong America, a proud America, a brave America, a prosperous America, because guess who's going to benefit? We are, because we are one of their very, very close allies. So when I support Donald Trump, I'm doing it, yes, because I think the guy's a great guy and he's done a great job, but also for selfish reasons as well, because I want Australia to be a better, safer, more powerful country when we have the right man in power in the White House on Pennsylvania Avenue. And that man is Donald J. Trump, Trump 2024.
Well, I think if you wanted to put an image of toxic masculinity in the dictionary, you'd probably put Biden there, a weak man who doesn't know where he is, who creates hard times for people. Now, that is what I call toxic masculinity. But continuing on the idea of men for today's session, because why not? One bloke who has had enough of the left-wing agenda is Argentina's new anti-socialist president. Now, he's starring in TikTok videos, wielding chainsaws and wandering around whiteboards, tearing down woke government departments. Now, I'm not sure if he's crazy yet. Time will tell. But the left-wing media is definitely panicking, because who would have thought Argentina would be the first ones to give up socialism? Do you think that geopolitics, it's not just his election, you've also got the European elections bringing forward centre-right people as well. Do you feel like we are seeing a shift finally away in rebellion of all this left-wing thought?
Yes. Now, there will always be a shift away from left-wing ideology, always, because left-wing ideology destroys nations. That's what happens. Let's look at Argentina, for example, right? Argentina was one of the richest, most wealthiest countries in the Americas previously. However, leftist ideology took it from a prosperous, rich, wealthy nation where everyone had a high standard of living into a complete dumpster fire. That's what leftist ideology has done to that country. I mean, they've got inflation now over 100% at the moment. It's completely ruined. So the left-wing ideology destroys that state. Naturally, strong men rise, of course. Like you mentioned before, weak men create hard times create strong men create good times, and then it goes back around again. We all know that. So we are going to see the pendulum swing back the other way all over the world in the next generation or so, when people realize that the socialist ideologies that we are toying with at the moment is not a recipe for freedom, success, and prosperity. It's a recipe for disaster. That's what it is, a recipe for disaster. So yes, Australia, okay, Australia wouldn't be in as good of a place as it is now if we didn't have the mining sector. If we didn't have mining, basically keeping our country afloat right now, which they're trying to get rid of, by the way, they're trying to push back on, coal, gas, minerals, etc. We would be stuffed right now, and we would be much closer to being the Argentina of our region. So we have mining to thank for saving our country. But I don't think Australia is that far behind. I think within my generation, we're going to see a massive swing to the right. And I'm not just talking about over Liberal Party comes back to power. I'm talking about a complete rejection of socialism, leftist ideology, woke ideology out the door. And we're going to see a new generation of people come up that just say, no thanks. We've seen where this goes. We completely reject it. Conservatism is cool again. Right-leaning values are cool again. We believe in freedom. We don't want authoritarianism. We don't want big government. We want limited government. We want to be able to be the masters of our own destiny. That's what's going to happen.